Alright, well, making a switch over now to a spinnerbait. But this is a musky style spinnerbait. I can throw it on my musky tackle, is what I mean, my musky rod. And it'll also catch bass too, no problem. I have caught some big bass on this spinnerbait before. So I catch bass and muskies on this. Well, as I was just saying in a previous video, I catch bass on this as well as muskies. I took about 4 casts with this thing and I've got a bass. I have caught muskies as big as 44 inches on this lure. Whoops. Don't know what I have on here. Feels like a bass. Definitely feels like a bass the way it's fighting. I am using my musky rod, so it's not gonna bend very much. It's a northern. It's a northern. Got another bass on here. About the same size as the first one. Hoping to find some bigger ones here pretty soon. Took my gloves off because I kept reaching out in the water for these fish and getting my gloves wet. It's not a bad sized bass though, but I'm definitely looking for something that's more like in the 16, 17, 18 inch range. Still using my musky rod here, just in case if I get a muskie to bite my lure. I mean, it's definitely a fish, but I don't know if it's a northern or a bass. Oh, it's a northern. Shoot. Gonna need the drop spreaders probably. Alright, well, rigged up the Texas rig here. Didn't really want to do this today, but the weather is not really cooperating for the spinnerbait. Got one right here on the Texas rig. Not a bad size one either. I saw the strike happen. I was bringing the lure right over these lily pads. The lure was just walking right across the top of these lily pads, and it drops down off the edge of them when I hit the edge of them. And I saw the fish hit it right here. That was a fish also. Didn't make a very big impact though. It's possible that they're just bluegills and they're reacting to the lure when it comes by them. There we go. That one hit it hard. Not a bad size one. There's a fish. That's a big one. Probably the same one. Maybe. Not a bad size fish. This bass hit my lure a few times. I didn't realize he was on there. It was the cover is so thick. I did not realize the fish was on there. I thought I was just hitting weeds. Got one on here. This thing hit my Texas rig as soon as it hit the water. I saw a splash over there on the surface, right where this fish was, splashing around. That's a good sized fish too. It ate something on the surface right before I cast it over there. That's why I cast it to that spot where I saw that commotion on the surface. And then this thing hit the lure immediately. Oh, it's just barely hooked. Good sized bass. Over it just above the bump board here. 16.5 inches. Got another one. Oh, this is a good one. He hit pretty far back up in there too. Not real far. I mean, not way up there like I have been seeing some of his blow-ups. Good quality size fish. Smaller than the last one. Still a good size though. See the ripples on the surface right there? A bass just jumped out of the water right there. And there was a bunch of small splashes just before that big splash right there. Bass right there hunting down a school of bluegills. Maybe a school of perch. Something like that. If the bass was successful though in getting its food, it's probably not going to hit my lure. I saw the fish though. There, northern. That was a northern right there. That was a pretty big one too. That was a pretty big size northern. This feels like a pretty big fish. Man. If this is a bass, this is a big one. It is a bass. Definitely the biggest one of the day so far. 17 inches. What a build on that fish though, huh? This is a much smaller one than that last one. Same spot where I just caught that 17 incher. This one's no 17 inches though. Don't have to worry about these things destroying my soft plastic like I do with the Texas rig. It's not in the lily pads though. Usually the bass are causing splashes to occur in the lily pads. There we go. There's a big. Oh, that's a northern. That's a northern. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully it's a bat. No, it's a northern. Pretty good size one. The bigger one that I caught earlier this morning cut me up pretty bad on my finger. Hope I can get this one done pretty quick. Good. I think this is a pretty big bass. Nah, it's not. It's not very big. Must have gotten hung up in some weeds as soon as I set the hook. It felt a lot bigger than that when I first set the hook on it. That's just a weed right there.